With regard to the bill in the House of Representatives, which was passed on third reading, this is called the Arise Bill, no? You're correct. We all support the economic stimulus package contained herein, but apparently during the passage of the bill, during plenary session in second reading, there were additional provisions inserted, which basically weakens or takes away the power of the Philippine Competition Commission to exercise its mandate for a period of 6 months, extendable
Mm.
for another 6 months, or a total of 1 year. So this
Mm.
means that if there are price fixing cartels, for instance, for alcohol products, hygiene products, we cannot um, file a statement of objection or a charge sheet
Mm.
against those who have committed such cartel behavior. Similarly, if there are mergers or acquisitions which take place within this 6 months to 12 months period, we cannot uh, proceed to issue a statement of concerns that is equivalent to a decision which would say recommend the blocking or the imposition of conditions or remedies to address competition concerns in these mergers or acquisitions. So some people are saying that the commission is being emasculated and it has been targeted by these
Mm.
particular provisions which seek to limit the exercise of PCC's mandate for a year.
Hey, Commissioner, I mean, some people are saying emasculated. You use the word weaken. Yesterday, we were talking to Congressman Ron Salo. Is it an oversimplification to say that, look, let's call a spade a spade? This is essentially saying for 6 months, extendable to 1 year. It's effectively suspending the powers of the PCC. Is that an oversimplification?
I wouldn't say it's an oversimplification because
Mm.
some of the authors of the bill would say that, well, the PCC can still conduct investigations into alleged cartel behavior or price fixing or abuse of dominant position in certain markets.
Mm.
We can still conduct reviews of mergers. But the thing is, what good is an investigation? What good is a review if at the end of the day, you cannot come up with a charge sheet, a
Mm.
complaint against these entities who are committing such cartel-like behavior or who may be engaging in anti-competitive mergers.
Okay.
So,
I mean, Commissioner,
essentially, there's no
very,
scope
very,
for us to
yeah,
decide.
very quickly lang. I mean, in layman's terms, what is it saying? Is it, in layman's terms, basically ba, tama pagkaintindi ko, it's basically saying, PCC, for the next 6 months, and maybe extendable to 1 year, tahimik muna kayo ha. I mean, kasi marami kailangan mag-merger, may marami kailangan salbahin, people with money may need to come in to take others that are either failing or need help. So, pwede ba tumahimik muna kayo? Ay, tama ba yung pagkakaintindi ko?
Tama naman yun, Robbie. Essentially, yun ang sinasabi. And ang argument nila is, meron nga mga firms na nag-fail and kailangan isalpa. But they forget that in the Philippine Competition Act, there's such a thing as a failing firm defense. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kung ikaw ay naghihingalo at hindi ka makakasurvive except through a merger or acquisition of your entity by a bigger firm, you are excused from prohibition by the law itself. Pangalawa, kung ang concern natin yung mga micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, if you look at the thresholds for notification and review, ano
Mm.
lamang yung
Mm.
talagang tinitingnan ng PCC? Hindi naman yung maliliit eh, yung mga malalaki. And ang problema
Mm.
kasi, once you allow these big mergers to happen, what will you do if the powers of the PCC are restored after a year? Will you be able
Mm.
to tell them to decouple? Will you be able to tell them to unmerge? It's like unscrambling an egg, right?
Mm.
You cannot force
Commissioner,
that to happen. Sorry,
yeah,
let me just squeeze this in. No, some people or some advocates of the bill are saying that meron naman yung tinatawag na motu proprio review, where
yeah,
the commission can undertake a merger review on its own initiative.
yeah,
So, totoo yun, no? We can undertake that motu proprio review. But
yeah.
if we are prevented under the proposed
Mm.
legislation to issue a statement of concerns, meaning yung statement of concern na nagsasabing may competition issues yan, therefore we have to probably issue a prohibition or conditions on the clearance of that transaction. Kung hindi kami pwedeng mag-issue ng statement of concerns na ganon, kahit na mag-review pa kami on motu proprio, bali wala pa rin.
Yes, yes, right. Did you bring this up during your dialogue with them when you had a chance to actually be heard? Was this even discussed?
No, Lucci, kasi when we were asked to provide comments on the Arise bill, wala itong mga last-minute insertions na to eh. We provided our comprehensive position paper on Arise with respect to the stimulus package. But itong mga restrictions on the exercise of PCC power, naisingit lamang ito during the plenary session, I think on second reading. So wala nang chance to offer comments or to interpolate on these proposed
Commissioner, if I may just, it's very curious. You have a former colleague, a former commissioner with the PCC who is now a member of the
Yes.
House of Representatives. Congressman Stella Kimbo is there. One would think that you would have a champion there. She's listed, I don't know by what order, but in the copy of the bill, it's her name immediately comes second as a principal author of the bill. Did Congressman Kimbo not know about this? Did she not tell you about this? You would think that this would be a personally special interest for her.
That's correct, Robbie. No? In fact, from the reports that have reached us, it would appear that it was Congresswoman Stella Kimbo who made these proposals to amend Arise at the last minute during plenary. These proposals included these provisions which would restrict the exercise of PCC of its mandate. So it was, yes, curious for us. I know that Congressman Stella Kimbo is very intelligent and she must have her reasons for making this proposal. I am sure that there were other considerations, political or otherwise, that she had to take into account. I am sure that she must have done her best to protect PCC's interests. But at the end of the day, the output still results in an emasculation, as some people would term it, but definitely a weakening of the fabric for competition law in the forthcoming year if these provisions are adopted. To be fair, Lucci, yes, to be fair, Lucci, there are reasons I can imagine why they would put in provisions like this. They want to restart the economy. They want firms to consolidate and become stronger to be able to withstand the effects of this community quarantine. So, naturalmente, there will be firms in need of a white knight. Someone who will come in and say, I will infuse capital.
Yes.
Right? Okay. But the point is, the ones who are really suffering right now, if we look at the structure of the Philippine economy, 93% are MSMEs. So by definition, that 93%, which carries the Philippine economy, are not actually to be covered by PCC's merger review powers. So essentially, we are protecting a very limited segment of the Philippine economy from the PCC's exercise of its powers. So I would not ascribe any malice on our legislators. I think they were well-intentioned. It's just that I think they thought that the PCC's powers are too broad. I don't think they have a sufficient understanding of how the PCA works and how certain entities that they seek to protect are actually inherently protected already under the PCA.